as well as Dr. Pittman on this morning's discussion. What about the toxic mother-daughter relationship? And here's what I thought about as we kind of come to an end here is the first step that I always hear anytime we do these dialogues about things that we experience, whether it's culturally or individually, when it comes to things that are trauma related, is the first thing I always hear from you experts is the initial awareness, being aware. And so something that crosses my mind is a lot of people have experienced trauma in this specific situation from their mother. A lot of daughters have, and are unaware that spending your life saying, my mother did this to me, and sharing with others and repeating that comment over and over, if you are doing that, that's probably a sign that you've been traumatized. You find comfort in being able to say, hey, I have this issue because my mother did this, or I do this because my mother did that. And you share it with your closest friends, share it with significant others, or you may have a situation in your relationship that comes up and you share it. And am I right, Elisa, in the sense that if you spend your life repeating this happened to me because of my mother, you're probably experiencing trauma, even though you're not aware of it. You find comfort in repeating it, but you have not got even to the awareness stage. Is that a fair thought, Elisa?
Absolutely. We definitely experience trauma reenactments subconsciously on a regular basis, and by continuing to say that over and over again, you're identifying yourself with that, and you're actually re-traumatizing yourself by doing it over and over, by continuing to conjure up the pain that goes with the situation that you encountered.
Dr. Pittman, you're unaware. You just keep repeating it.
Yeah, in a nutshell, that repetitiveness, again, is the trauma reenacting itself, and I continue to convince myself that this is my fixed state. And I always say, we can't stay here. If that is what happened, and your mom does this, and you're blaming your mom for all of that, and it's a fact, those things did happen. Your mom did do them, but we cannot stay here. So acknowledging the trauma and wanting to release it, wanting to let go. And that, again, is hard to do, because if I don't blame my mom, then what? Because sometimes it's my justification why I continue to act this way. And sometimes it's I'm stuck. I don't know how to, I know what happened. I know where it comes from, but I don't know how to go forward. And part of that is our own shift to blameless problem solving, because now it has to be on us to still solve the problem, because at the end of the day, we are all we have as an individual to make us want to see it differently.
Nah, it makes sense. And as I hear you say that, the thing that popped in my head is, and we turn around, if we're in that trauma unaware and doing it just that way, then we also turn around and say to people that we say we care about or our friends, we'll say things like, and so you have to accept this about me. Because we haven't dealt with our own trauma, we tell others and project negative aspects even to people we call friends, or saying you can't be my friend if you don't accept that I am this way, because we, as y'all said earlier, we've identified so much with what happened to us. It becomes an identity to who we are. And like you said, when you deal with it incorrectly, sometimes you find power in that anger, and now that's who you become, and say,